Well, Saturday is National Drink a Beer Day, and of course we're in the fall spirit. We're talking things pumpkin beer, and comfort food.
Yeah, so we're talking nutritionist Sara Sullivan showing us how to make some chili with some beer in it. I like the sound of that.
Yeah, so this is an easy vegetarian chili that has 2 ingredients that are just going to bring all of those beautiful fall flavors in the pot.
Lots of onions too.
Yeah,
I
so
love that.
I know. First, we're going to saute 1 onion that we've diced up. Look at you go.
Already going.
Katie,
yeah.
I'll have you add a little bit of garlic.
Okay, like
A little bit.
teaspoon
What's
or
the
half
difference? Just a little
teaspoon?
bit, yeah.
I don't know, how
do
much
that.
do you like? Yeah, that
Yeah,
looks good.
that's
Because we're
fine.
going to have a lot of spices.
Right.
And then, Jeff, you're going to add 1 diced green pepper. You could always use a red pepper if you like, or poblano pepper.
Or a combo.
Yeah, I like the green just because it's a little more classic for chili, but
Yes.
you can choose whichever.
Smells good already.
And then we're just going to saute this until the peppers and onions are soft. And then, Katie, I'm going to have you add all of the aromatics, all of these great spices.
yes.
So first we have 2 tablespoons of chili powder.
Ooh.
That's
gotta have
that's
that
a
in
lot
your
of chili
chili.
powder.
It's gonna simmer for a while. You want a lot of it.
Yeah, and then we're going to add in a tablespoon of cumin.
Cumin.
Yep.
Delish.
And then I'm going to have you add in a tablespoon of smoked paprika.
Yes.
And then there's some cayenne pepper if you want to do just a little sprinkle of that.
Oh, yeah.
You
A
can
little
do as
sprinkle.
much or as
A
little.
little.
Yeah, what do it?
There you go.
Okay.
So this is really going to give it the smoky, spicy flavors. If you don't have smoked paprika or cayenne pepper, you can always use these chipotle and adobe
love
sauce.
those, yes.
And those are really good, inexpensive way just to get all those flavors in there.
All right, how long do you let this cook for?
So we're just going to let this cook until the veggies are soft. So
Okay.
it takes about 5 minutes, not
Right.
too long. And then, Jeff, I'm going to have you add in 1 can of pumpkin.
Trust me with that.
So this is kind of a secret little ingredient. I promise you will not even taste the pumpkin. It just makes the chili nice and rich and saucy, and it also adds a lot of vitamins and minerals and a good source of fiber. So it's going to keep you full for longer.
And this is pumpkin, but not pumpkin pie filling,
Exactly.
right? Because that would be really sweet, or just a totally different.
It's going to give it a totally
Yes.
different flavor. So you definitely want to check and make sure that it's just pure pumpkin.
Okay.
Can you use fresh pumpkin with this? or
Yeah,
not?
you
Okay.
absolutely could if you're inclined
If you
to.
want
It's a,
that, Jeff?
it's a lot of work, yeah.
If you want to throw your muscle into cutting the pumpkin.
No thanks.
But if you happen to have it, by all means you could.
okay.
But the can is
Sure.
just easy, it's inexpensive.
Yeah.
Next, Jeff, I'll have you add in 28 ounces of fire roasted
I
tomatoes.
love fire roasted.
I do too.
So good.
You can get the plain, but there's something about that smoky flavor that just works well
Has
with
the
all of these
char on it, yeah.
spices and flavors.
It's a good thing I had an apron on. I got a little
I know,
splash
a little
over on that. yeah.
splashy,
All right.
sloppy.
And then we're going to add in 1 12-ounce pumpkin beer. So this one's a Sam Adams. I know Shipyard has a really good one too.
We
So
love
we're
the
going to
pumpkin
add that
head, too.
right in, and this is just going to give it like a really
Whole thing?
bold, bold flavor.
You don't
If
need
you-
all the fizz. Every last drop.
If you don't want to use beer or have a beer with alcohol, you can always do, this is a popular one that came out this summer, this Athletic. So it's a
Yeah.
non-alcoholic beer.
Very good.
So you could always use that. And if you want to skip the beer altogether, you can do veggie broth.
Awesome.
So
Oh, there you
12
go.
ounces of either one.
National Veggie Broth Day. I'm sure there's a day out there somewhere like that.
There's a day for everything,
Yeah,
isn't there?
exactly.
Truly, truly.
Okay, so we'll give that a mix. And then, Katie, I'm going to have you add the beans.
Yes.
So we've got 1 can of rinsed and drained kidney beans,
That's these.
Yep.
Yep.
1 can of rinsed and drained pinto.
I shouldn't have worn the bell sleeves today.
It's your built-in
I had
napkin.
these in the actual kitchen.
And then 1 can of black beans. You can
Okay.
use whatever beans you have on hand. And I know ingredients in chili can be a little controversial because some people
Right.
are like, it's only meat if it, it's only chili if it has meat and
Yep.
not beans. But I personally love the beans. At 90 cents a can, it's a very inexpensive source of protein,
Yeah.
fiber.
Oh, delicious.
Plus you have a great
It's like
variety
the
of all
texture,
3 of them,
too.
right?
Yes.
Yeah. So we're going to bring this to a boil, and then we'll put a lid on it and just simmer it.
a
Now,
lid on
I
it.
recommend simmering it. Actually, I'm going to add a little salt.
There you go. Please do.
Yeah.
There you go.
I recommend simmering it for at least 30 minutes
Right.
because you really want all these flavors to blend together. And even if you're only cooking for 1 or 2, this is one of those dishes that is great to have on hand for meal prep throughout the week, or
Oh,
you
yeah.
can throw it in the freezer if you have company for game day or whatnot. And leftovers are kind of fun too because you can put them in, you can put the chili in like sweet potatoes or peppers. You can even put it in omelets with a little avocado. So lots of versatility with a super simple chili.
Even on
I've done
nachos
some-
or something.
Yeah, put it over nachos
Yeah,
or dip
yep.
nachos in it, right?
Yeah, totally.
And what I've done today for you all is you can do tortilla chips, but I like to make homemade cornbread croutons.
Okay.
Those look so good.
They're so good. And all you do is just take cornbread, cut it into little cubes, toss it with some olive oil, 375 for about 8 to 10 minutes, and there you go.
Amazing.
All right, we're ready to spoon it up, put the
Yeah.
toppings
Yes.
on?
So
All right.
here's
Here.
our finished product. This one's all warm. I'll give you.
I trust you. The bigger one, let's do the bigger one. All right.
I don't know.
Well, we each get a bowl and we
Yeah.
can choose our own
Yeah.
garnish.
And then
your
it's
own
fun to
adventure.
have, like, especially if you're hosting, you know, a fall get together. It's nice to have a variety. Oops, sorry, I spilled a little bit for you. Variety of toppings to put on. So I've just got some
I love that.
jalapenos, onions, cilantro, sour cream cheese, avocado.
It's like going to a salad bar almost.
It really
Yeah.
is.
I'll take some onions,
And then,
please.
yeah, you can make it your own.
Thank you.
So
looks
really
great.
simple, and again, embracing all of these fall flavors. There's nothing like a big bowl of chili on a fall day.
you
It
get some
smells
peppers?
so good.
Yeah. And like I said, you're not going to taste the pumpkin. You will get a little hint of the beer,
Right.
Because that has like the cinnamon and nutmeg in it.
Yeah.
So,
Oh my goodness. We're making
Hope somebody likes a lot of
mess over here.
cheese,
You're on
right?
cleanup duty.
Yeah.
I hope you know that.
I'm going to be the busboy in the dishwasher.
Yeah, there's
today.
something about, it's really cool how beer kind of, I don't know, I've made like beer cheese dip before. Like there's just certain things that it really pairs well with and cooks well with.
absolutely. And it's just a little bit different. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's nice to mix it up. And because of National Beer Day, why not?
And pair it with the
There you
pumpkin
go.
beer,
And not
right?
bad. Okay, let's overhead
Oh, and we
camera.
gotta
Let's check
get
it
the
out.
croutons.
I'll give you a little
croutons on there. All right.
croutons.
Oh, they look so good too.
There you go.
Yeah,
Oh, look at
that's
that. Look how good
delish.
that was.
All right. Well, we're gonna dig in.
All right, I'm going to spoon that. Okay, for more recipes like this and everything else you need, especially coming up with fall, some great dishes you can go
Yeah,
to.
SarahSullivan.com.
All
sounds
right,
good.
Sarah, thank
Enjoy.
you. Wow, this really does smell
I just want
amazing.
to take one of these.
Oh, how is it?
It's like cornbread.
I know.
That's right.
Right, that's what it is, cornbread.